Hello, in this tutorial I'll cover how to create custom iron sights and holographic sights for Unturned. Firstly, I recommend that you watch my previous tutorial on how to set up your Unity project and create items. And let's begin our work by just getting a sight example from our Unturned directory. We'll just pour that into our project. And we'll begin by just duplicating the red dot site we just got in our project and giving it some kind of unique name. We won't need that stuff. And I have already created models for this and iron sight, so let me explain this a little bit. The holographic sight needs to be divided in reticle and the sight itself, so you will have two separate models. The reticle part needs to be facing upwards, just as I have right here. So just trust me on this one. It needs to be that way, or else it won't render properly. Okay, so now that we got our sight into the scene, we'll begin working with it. I have already ported the models into my project. I have shown how to get them into your project in the previous tutorial, so you can check that out if you don't know it. Because I have removed the low quality model, I'll just remove one of the LOD things and just set it up like so. We need to change collider to match our sight. Okay, now that that's done, we need to set our icon. Okay, now that that's centered, it's done. We can replace the item part. And now let's get to the sight. The sight is slightly trickier because there's more components. Once again, we'll delete the model 1 because it's the low quality model and we don't need it really. Okay, and we can see that our sight position has changed slightly because my origin point was slightly different. I'll just zero position of my sight and also get example sight on 0. Oh wait, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, it's the red dot. Basically, I want them to be in around same position, so I'll just get model 0 of my side and get it roughly on the same position, so it will go on the guns in similar position, so it will match them. Okay, model 0 is just base of the site, and component is where your view will go, and reticle is, well, just your reticle. You can use the vanilla material, but if you want custom reticle, you will need to make it, just as I explained before. It needs to be facing up, like so. Okay, the scale on vanilla one is very small, so we'll change it to something a little bigger. Okay, now it's here. Let's position it roughly in the middle of our site. Now, just for your ease of creating it, you might want to put a part into front for now and align it with your reticle. I'm gonna make reticle slightly smaller still. And aim is roughly in the center of reticle. Now just remember to put it somewhere in the back. If you're not sure, you can still compare it with the vanilla side. Aim is somewhere around here. I put it slightly further. Doesn't matter that much. Anyway, now that we're done with this, I'm still gonna edit the LOD component and recalculate bounds. Okay, now this is done. And this should be working. Okay, now creating the iron side is very similar, but we'll just not use the holographic component thing. So once again, just duplicate your thing, give it a unique name, and put your item into the scene. And let's replace the model. It's gonna use the same texture as the gun, because that's what I gave it. Let's recalculate the bounds and edit the collider. Okay, now iron sights typically have slightly different view than holographic sights, so we are going to need to change that. Firstly, we are going to rotate it. They somewhat represent the view that you will get from your iron sight, so you just put it pretty much behind your iron sight. Now that camera is centered, just remove it. Still gonna edit the collider a bit. Okay, now that that's done, let's replace the item. And let's get the sight into the view. Now we can remove the reticle component. Whoops, that's slightly rotated. You can remove the reticle and keep the aim. And we'll just replace it with iron sight model. Give it material we want. And once again, for our ease of creation, just put your aim into the front. And once again into the back. Recalculate the bounds, and it should work. Let's replace the sight. Get our bundle tool and bundle our things. I have already created the folders for it, so I'm just going to put it into them. I have took the red dot, the folder, and I just duplicated it and changed the name. So that's what I'm using for my holo site. Just changed the English folder and the dot file. Once again, you'll want to remove the UID and put your own custom ID. The GUID should generate if it's gonna work. Make sure you have the holographic thing, so your site will be holographic. It will affect position of the reticle when you move and jump. And so now for the iron site, I just took the Empire iron site. Doesn't matter what iron site you take. Just make sure to keep your file names consistent. We'll just change the description, and we'll also give it custom ID. I'm gonna make it just one higher than my gun, and I'm gonna make my gun spawn at the site by default instead of Cobra site. And let's try it. Oh, I forgot to put export from master bundle. Okay. Make sure to keep the exclude from master bundle thing if you're putting your items along vanilla bundles. I have a just folder for custom items just to keep them separated from vanilla. Okay, the GUIDs have been generated. Let's get our gun again. In the end of my last tutorial, I have changed the magazine hook and side hook on my gun slightly, and here it is. As you can see, the magazine is placed correctly now, and it has spawned with our custom sight that we had created. The sight goes up, the icon works. Let's get our holo sight. Oops. Let's test if it works also. And it seems to work. I have also added sounds since the last video. They are in WAV file type, just to be clear. And our sight seems to work too. The bullets go right where they should. Same with the iron sight. And the icons are right too. So, I hope that tutorial has helped you. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you want any other videos on this channel. I'm open to your suggestions. Thank you very much again. See ya.